good morning, everyone.
Hello.
Good morning, sir. We have here with us
Good
Dr.
morning. Good morning, Sandesh.
Dr. Dinkar Ghevde, who is a principal of Padma Bhushan Vasantdada Patil Institute of Technology, Sangli, and he'll be enlightening us about the college and what all the new courses or extracurricular activities that they go through. Sir, over to you. You can start with the introduction of the college and what are all the courses that you're currently having.
Yeah, thank you, Sandesh. Our institute name is Padma Bhushan Vasantdada Patil Institute of Technology, briefed as PVPIT, Budgaon. It is a very well-known institute and is one of the first private engineering institutes in the state of Maharashtra. It is established by great freedom fighter, late Dr. Vasantdada Patil, then Chief Minister of Maharashtra, with a vision to impart excellent engineering and technical education to rural youth to foster economic growth of the Maharashtra. Over 36 years of excellence in engineering education that has led to a strong alumni base spread all over the world with their sparkling achievements. Institute is approved by AICTE and recognized by DTE Maharashtra. It is affiliated to State Technological University, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Lonere, and offers BTech and MTech degrees. We offer 8 UG programs, namely Civil, Mechanical, Electrical, Chemical, Computer Science, Electronics and Telecommunication, Electronics, and Instrumentation Engineering, with intake of 630 in first year BTech. Our institute is accredited by NAAC with B++ grade up to year 2023-24. The chemical engineering program is accredited by NBA up to June 2022. Our mechanical, civil, electronics and telecommunication, and electronics engineering programs have completed one NBA cycle, and we are going for another NBA cycle this year. We have well qualified and experienced faculty with all required infrastructure, which is the strength of our institute. Our institute is being known for its innovation, R&D culture, and vibrant campus with all kinds of activities for students' development. It is located in Sangli, which is well connected by rail and roads, and nearest airport is Kolhapur, which is approximately 50 km away. Myself, Dr. Dinkar Ghevde, I am heading this institute since August 2017. Before that, I have worked in teaching field for about 26 years at all levels in the institute. I have completed my PhD, post-graduation, and UG, and I have additional qualification of MBA also. So I have completed my PhD through Savitribai Phule Pune University in 2013, and I joined here in 2017 as a principal. Since then, we are heading in a right direction as far as the India or our nation is concerned, which requires the innovative activities, and we are heading in right direction to bring out innovations and new products, new things for the national development.
Okay, sir. Thank you for the brief introduction. So what I want to ask next is, have you introduced any new programs to the course this year?
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Going with the latest trends, this year we have asked permission to start electronics and computer science in place of electronics engineering, and instrumentation and control engineering in place of instrumentation engineering. We are also going to add industry required international collaborative certificate courses and international internships. So in the last semester only, we had interviews for international internships, but due to this COVID pandemic, it was held up, and the students will now join for international internships. We are doing it in collaboration with Vishwaniketan in Kolhapur. And also we have our own connections with the international faculties, so which will give opportunity for our students for international internships. We are starting certificate courses in mechatronics in association with Micro India Limited, Pune. This is totally industry conducted course wherein they will give certificate to the students and they will be employed in the industries wherein automation is required. We have decided to enable students with minimum one skill set every semester, and accordingly we are planning it. We have adopted National Innovation and Startup Policy. We are planning to make it very strong. This year, we could fetch 6 design patents and 6 more are in process. Last year, we trained our students in data science and Hadoop technologies as a specific requirement of industry. So we have very good plans to add new courses so that our students become more and more skillful and get good employment.
This sounds very exciting for any student who is going to pursue his career in engineering. And this gives him an opportunity or platform to not only go and get a job in the market, but also learn how a product develops and maybe open his own startup or giving a chance to open his own factory. The next question that I have for you is, do you have any extracurricular activities or programs that enhance the skills of the students to express them to real world challenges?
Yeah. See, PVPIT is following club culture since very long time. And we have various clubs which are acting. For example, we have Art Spectrum, which takes care of all cultural activities being hosted in the institute as well as the outside institute. We have CAPD Club, Career Advancement and Personality Development Club, wherein every week the students are coming together and they are talking about their personal development, English speaking English, and debating competitions they are conducting on their own. One of the feature is our alumni are contributing a lot to CAPD Club. Then we have English Club, wherein we are giving training to the students of spoken English again, literature, and once in a fortnight we are having this meeting of English Club. We are motivating students to write in English and talk in English. We have Robotics Club, which is well supported by IIT Bombay E-Yantra Lab, and we are developing a new robots as per the definitions provided by the IIT Mumbai, and our students are working very well in that. To add here, in COVID pandemic, our students have developed a very good robot to take care of the patients who are admitted in this isolation wards, wherein contactless delivery of medicine, contactless delivery of the food to the patients is done by a robot. That is a proud moment for us. We have APJ Abdul Kalam Foundation, which takes care of social activities, as well as one of the important feature of this foundation is that we call a industrialist, great industrialist, once in a semester or twice in a semester, and we conduct the interactive sessions of this industrialist with the students directly. So last year we had called Ramdas Mani, Thermocol Man. We had called the CEO Katkar sir of Quick Hill Technologies Pune. So such kinds of people we call, and we keep good interaction with the students. We have an NSS, National Service Scheme, already, which is very active. We have SAE Club, Society of Automotive Engineers Club, through which we participate in SAE activities at national level. We have Spandan Group in Civil Engineering, which takes care of technical as well as social activities for the society. We have very good sports club, which organizes the sports at the state level. And we have Astronomy Club, to add it, we are working to educate the students about the astronomy, and so there are many such clubs wherein the students are made to come forward, and they are being groomed to develop the organizational skills, leadership skills, and work in a team. Our art spectrum conducts a unique cultural competition, Vasantotsav, every year, and throughout the state, all colleges. It is not only for engineering, but it is for engineering, science, arts, commerce, medical. All types of colleges are participating in this Vasantotsav competition. It is a mega event of our institute. Then another mega technical event is Nirmiti, which is organized every year at a national level. Our institute hosts state level Kabaddi Mahotsav every year and volleyball competition. Our students are playing at national level in Kabaddi, badminton, wrestling, taekwondo. So we have very good students also, and we have all such facilities at our institute. Our students have won top prizes in national level technical events. For example, Tiffin, which is again supported by SAE and John Deere. Then IFI cycle, which was conducted in Chandigarh by university there. Lovely Professional University Chandigarh, they had conducted IFI cycle. Our student participated and got 6th rank in IFI cycle in the first attempt. Then Solar Vehicle Challenge, which was organized at NIT Nagpur, and Go-Kart and other competitions. Our students are also performing at a very good level in I2I, Ignited Innovators of India, competitions held by College of Engineering, Pune. And last 2 years, our students have grabbed 2nd prize in that national level. In Tiffin also, in 2018 and 2019, consecutively, we have grabbed 2nd prize, competing at a national level continuously, and special prizes for designs and low-cost solutions.
Okay, sir. The club culture at PVPIT then gives students a chance or an opportunity to identify what are all the real life problems and how they can approach these real life problems. Okay, my next question is regarding from the students basically, and this is a very important question to any student. So what is the placement statistics of the college, and how do you go about a placement season every year?
I am proud to tell you, Sandesh, that we have 100% placement in computer science, electronics, chemical, and instrumentation department. And we take every care to place 100% students. We have about 80% placement in electronics and telecommunication and electrical engineering. Okay. We are again trying our level best to call variety of industries and see that these also placed at 100%. For mechanical engineering, we have more than 40% placement in core industries. In mechanical engineering, most of our students go for higher education, and therefore they are a little less interested in job immediately after BE. But those who are interested, we try to place them. Now we have about more than 40% in mechanical engineering. And whatever the rest of students are there, we ensure that all such students get placed over a period of 1 year in off-campus placements. So our placement starts in the August of that year and ends in the December of next year. So over 1 year and 1.5 years, our placement activities are going on, and we are trying to call very good industries. Already we have tie-up with TCS. Then this year, a lot of industries have about 78 industries had appeared for campus interviews, and still in last month only through online interviews, CIPLA also took our students. So we are in a process of placing our students, and we are calling all top industries in our campus, and we are also participating in campus pools. So we provide opportunities to our students.
So basically, just to ask you again elaborately, as well as to comment on the placement statistics of PVPIT over here. So even though the COVID has come, but it has not affected your placements that much, as you have gone through the online interviews for the companies like Cipla, as you already mentioned. What I would like to know for this from the students' perspective is, what is the average package that is being offered, and what is the highest package that a student can dream for if he goes for an engineering course in PVPIT?
Yeah. This for the year 2018-19, highest package offered was about 6 lakhs per annum, and the lowest package offered was about 2.2 lakhs per annum. So the average about median package, which is more maximum frequency, is about 3.5 lakhs per annum. So very few industries give 6 lakhs per annum, but on an average, it is 3.5 to 4 lakh per annum our students get, and our students are rural students. So when they come in first year, they are very raw students, and then we have to groom them over a period of 4 years, and we make them employable with this package. So on an average, you can say that it's 3.5 to 4 lakh package our students get.
Okay, so as you are the principal of PVPIT Budgao College, so what is your idea of leadership here? And what I would like to add to this question is how you are planning to build the leaders of the tomorrow, as in the students.
Yeah. As you asked me about my policy of leadership, see, I have adopted honesty is the best policy principle in my life, and I follow it. And I believe in participatory management. Trusting the people and decentralizing the power helps in building harmony in the organization. I personally believe in McGregor's theory X, which says that all employees are trustworthy and work sincerely to meet organizational goals. No doubt there are some employees which fit in theory Y. I catch hold of such employees and exercise strict control over them to see that they work. I always think positively and deal straightforwardly with all. So I didn't bring any personal things in any of the dealings with my employees. And therefore, I'm always open to all, always listen to all, and I think to help always them. I take care of them by taking the care of their personality growth, professional growth, and when I support them for any new activities, innovative activities. And that is how we are bringing that culture of innovation. So whenever any faculty comes with a new idea, any tune comes with a new idea, I accept that, and then I go ahead with that. So that is how I am implementing this participatory management. I give a chance to everybody to speak out and come out with new ideas for the institutional development. And that has really given us very good results in the last 2 years.
So going forward, sir, so what are all the big challenges that are coming up for higher education in one, and how do you see approaching those challenges going forward?
See, as far as my opinions are concerned, I feel that quality in higher education is a multi-dimensional, multi-level, and a dynamic concept. It changes with the environment, situation, and ensuring quality in higher education is amongst the foremost challenges being faced in India today to satisfy all stakeholders. And AICT is coming out with new ideas to work on these challenges to improve the quality of the higher education in India. And we are also thinking at all levels, how can we reach out to the last student and make him a good engineer. Another challenge I feel is attracting students towards formal and time-bound education in engineering. As you know, online education has been appeared now. The change in technology has disrupted our traditional way of teaching learning process, and therefore the students can learn while they are working. So they will not feel very important or very necessary to go to college and attend the lectures and complete the course in time bound manner, that is in 4 years or 3 years, because they will be uh, just like freelanced to learn anything at any time. That is how the new technologies are coming in, and that to make them sit in an institute, in a classroom, is a big challenge as I feel. Then another challenge I feel is, over a period of my experience, I feel that industry is not taking a positive role in building technical institutions. So bringing industry in education with a positive social attitude is another challenge. We have to face it and we have to work on it. And at PVPIT, we are working on this. We are bringing industry into the institution. We are we are putting our students in the industry for practical experience. So that is how we should groom our students. And we have always talked about shift in teaching paradigm to learning paradigm, which has not yet happened. So to bring it into the practice, we have to work a lot. That is another challenge, because to change the attitude of the faculty members, the students, is important, and that will play important role in changing this paradigm. And then there is a lot of competition now, internal as well as external. External from other universities, abroad universities, they're coming in. So to survive in this competition is again a tough challenge, and we have to prepare for it.
Thank you, sir. I believe the challenges are going to be changing over a period of time. But as you mentioned, that PVPIT is ready and will tackle any challenges that is thrown in front of them as well. So, what I would like to know next is about how does the curriculum at the institute is the best, is according to the best practice in the industry. I would like to know about a little bit about the curriculum and how you are improving it.
Curriculum.
Yes.
See, actually, our institute is affiliated to State Technological University, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Loneri. And the university has brought many changes in curriculum to make it industry friendly. The industry internship of 6 months and training every year is made compulsory for all students. And I worked in RUSA committee at the Maharashtra state level, wherein we had many meetings with NASSCOM, and those meetings were headed by the Vice Chancellor of D. Bhattu Loneri. So D. Bhattu Loneri is in direct contact with the NASSCOM, and they are implementing the courses given or designed by NASSCOM. So there is no question of any gap between industry and institute. And AutoCAD, the courses are running by D. Bhattu free to the students, which are given by NASSCOM. So there are many such courses for all branches given by NASSCOM, which are run in D. Bhattu Loneri. So university is taking good efforts. Another thing is, number of electives are introduced to take care of latest technologies. So there are more number of electives that are introduced every year to bring in new technologies. Then 20% courses can be learned online, allowing students to give sufficient time for innovation. So university has made it compulsory that 20% can be online. So we go for SWAYAM platform or NPTEL. We ask the students to complete the course and use their free time for innovations. That is how we are going ahead. Then university has implemented credit transfer system. So we can transfer our students to another institutes wherein they can do their internships complete the projects, and their credit can be transferred to our institute or university. That is how university is coming out with very good and dynamic curriculum.
Okay. So, thank you so much for providing the insight about PVPIT as an institute, as well as commenting on the engineering as in reach. This interview in particularly not will help only PVPIT aspirant who wants to do engineering in PVPIT, but everyone who wants to do an engineering. So, apart from that, I hope you are staying safe in the Corona times. And thank you so much for joining with us and giving the interview.
Thank you, Sandesh.